Today, we're going to understand what kind of energy exchange destiny swapping is. You have to understand and learn to master how energy works in the earthly realm. This means having respect for sciences, all of the sciences, astrology, astronomy, it all comes into play. Physics, it all comes into play. When we talk about mastering energy, manipulating energy, alchemizing energy, any situation that tries to undermine you as a being, you as a person who needs to stand in their own self-confidence and say, I'm extraordinary, is an energetic exchange. It's an exchange that can work to your benefit, even if you perceive it as negative. You understand? To be a true alchemist is to know how to take advantage of any situation and make it work to your advantage. Because at the end of the day, manifestation will always favor you if you prioritize yourself. You understand what I mean? If I asked you, are you willing to compromise your well-being, your sense of self, your confidence, your path, any potential for you to be successful, to be sure of yourself, to appease me, what would your answer be? It'd be no. But it's understanding how this energy works in your day-to-day life. And once you start to put together the pattern, you will realize, oh, so-and-so may not be on my side. And that's hard to consider because so-and-so might be my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my best friend, my aunt, my closest confidant, right? And you have to realize when it comes to low vibrational energy, how it moves, shadow energy, how it moves through the earth, it shows you the true intentions of people, where they truly are vibrationally, what they truly believe in, and what they believe that you can succeed in, and how much they believe you can surpass them. This will show up in their lack of support for you. The type of words they speak over your life. Are they encouraging you? Are they controlling you? If you are really honest with yourself, can you say these people have taught you a good way to live? Does your happiness to a certain degree count on them being there for you? Are you okay not having that in your life? These are all the things you need to be asking yourself and being honest with yourself about. You don't have to confirm them with anyone else but yourself. Because remember, your manifestation counts on you being honest with you. That's the only way you can manifest anything around you that you want and manifest it at a high rate. What destiny swapping is, let's say you meet a lover. You like this person. At first, they seem like your ideal person. You get to know each other. And then they start to notice, you may be a little more disciplined than me. You may get more attention than me. People naturally gravitate towards you. Those are the qualities that I desire. Those are the things that I want to embody. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start working against you. I'm going to start embodying an energy that I know you don't believe in, that I know is going to trigger you. Because I need you to take whatever negativity I'm holding, and I need you to embody that so that I can now take on the good qualities that you have and display them to the people that I've gathered, right? To say you're a bad person. You have no self-control. People don't like you because you're a bad person and you do this and you do this. Look at the way you're reacting. Now, you may think people most of the time are conscious of these behaviors, but I tell you, about 90% of the time, that's shadow energy moving through them. That's why it's so good to learn to master to act rather than react, because you'll soon realize, Okay. I see what energy is moving through you now because you were an open portal to that. I see your truth through the energy that's moving through you. So now I have to move differently. I have to react differently, right? In my movements, I can't allow you to trigger me. I can't allow you to open the portal for me to embody an energy that does not resonate with who I am. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how much I know you're lying, no matter how much I know you've tried to trigger me, I have to remain graceful. I have to maintain my composure. I have to realize and know who I am. You understand what I mean? This can also come through as a parent who wants to control your path by deciding what you wear, what you look like, how much you weigh, what you learn, what you don't learn. Because as much as it seems like love, as much as it seems like discipline, if it takes you away from who you naturally are, it's not what you think it is. And at the moment, you won't see the damage, but down the line, when you need your mind to function in a way that actually benefits you, you won't be able to because you'll be stuck unlearning all that conditioning, all that negativity, and also having to process and unpack all the toxic behaviors that they displayed, trying to oppress you and minimize your potential to see your true self. Now you have to take a long journey to relearn who you truly are. And if that energy has made such an effort throughout your life to harm you, to abuse you, to find ways to neglect you, to isolate you, then you need to start looking at yourself and asking, well, why is it so important for these shadow energies to suppress who I truly am? Why do they need to wound me so deeply? Why do they not want to come out of me? That could potentially add light to this earth. Why am I so important that they have to make such a major leap, major reach to stop me? And you kind of have to allow your ego to develop and mature in a way that benefits you, in the way that benefits your purpose, your growth. Because everything is energy and you have to alchemize that energy in a way that works for your higher good. Because when it does that, it multiplies in ways that you could have never imagined, right? Where you start one place in your life and then you end up in another and you thought, wow, I never thought I could go from the student to the teacher. I didn't know that my journey in mastery could lead me to places that I didn't even think I could be part of. But I love it here. You know why? It truly embodies who I am. And I feel comfortable and I feel loved and I feel welcomed for who I truly am. I don't have to mask. I don't have to please anybody. I don't have to play up to some doctrine that was written before my time and no one can reference who wrote it. You understand? It's all energy. And you have to learn to play the game of energy, or this world will swallow you up with its lies. You can only find the truth when you have courage to undo all of the things that have attached themselves to you, whether it's family, friends, whatever it is. You have to do everything in your power to detach from that and learn who you truly are, separate from that. You understand? It's the fight of your life. You cannot go a whole 100 years of a lifetime living a lie, living somebody else's lie. You will never truly be happy. So when you sense that energy that is not trying to benefit you in any kind of way, it's trying to undermine you, it's trying to take you off course of the purpose or the goal you've set, even if it's a little goal like a travel goal, all of a sudden it's not going the way you want to go. You understand? Pay attention to things like that, because it may seem very small at the beginning, but that thread will keep unraveling and unraveling, and then you'll end up in a place that you never imagined you would be. And it won't be so great because you were busy pleasing other people. You were busy taking on energy that doesn't belong to you. But they kept you around. You know why? Because you were the battery that was feeding their manifestations. But they were not trying to build you up. They were using you and using your energy and your reserves. If you're sick around them, if you are still stuck in bad habits, if you cannot outgrow the cycle that you know is destroying you emotionally, physically, spiritually, it is time to have some courage and blind faith in what you're capable of. Because you don't need to have a lot of faith to get a lot done. You just got to trust that the universe is on your side, that God believes in you, that as long as you're still breathing, you have a chance to alchemize that energy to your benefit. I hope you understood a lot better about energy and understanding how destiny swapping starts very, very young. It doesn't just pop up in your life as a grown-up. Especially if you've been teared down from a young age, if you feel like there's been these awful obstacles that have been put there. There's been a lot of times I've been let down by people who should have uplifted me. Ask yourself why. Why they don't want me to empower myself, to stand up tall, to be confident in my skills and talents, to never give up on their dreams that they never saw happening for me. Give yourself some credit. Move on from there. And become the person you dreamed about being, not the person they desire you to be. Because the person they desire you to be is a person that works for them, not who works for themselves and manifests the best life for themselves. Okay? I hope you found that helpful.